Hai, Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Muhammad Farhan bin Ahmad. Biometrik saya B1324 100 74.
Nama saya Muhammad Ifah Hazim bin Muhammad Dalilah. Biometrik saya B1324 100 105.
Hai, nama saya Amir Ismail. Biometrik B1324 100 81.
Firstly, this is how we set up before start the lab testing. First, choose the brake option, then select the Bluetooth device parameter. Select this N1 van for the vehicle category car selection. Finally, we are ready for this lab testing.
Masalah lagi.
We drive car and put front wheel of the car into the weight scale to measuring the car weight.
Oh, kau lab petang ni ya?
Okey, break.
Then we push the brake pedal of the car into the roller for brake testing.
Okey, ni tengok Ini untuk brake depan. Okey, saya start Pastikan steering tegak tau. Awak yang ikutlah steering, nanti lambat orang kan. Pasti kereta tegak. Itu boleh jawab?
Weh,
Depan.
soalan nombor 2 tu susah.
Yang ada gambar tu? Yang gambar yang aku ajar tu ke? Tor.
Dekat mana? Yang mana?
Tor, camber, tester.
Tu belum masuk lagi.
Dia tak belajar lagi? Dia tak ajar lagi?
Tak belajar lagi.
Dia yang tak ajar?
Ha.
Okay, steering pegang. Kontrol tu. Okay, hati-hati kawan-kawan.
Next, this is a testing for front wheel brake without using a handbrake.
Okay, ke depan.
Balas gini sikit.
Wait. Okay.
Straight.
Okay,
Depan.
okay, lagi depan.
Sikit. Oh.
Makan balik. Okay, dah okay. Okay, depan. Brake belakang pula. Steering brake kau. Dia memang tak berhenti lah. Okay, neutral tau. Steering pegang. Okay, start
Ada yang ambil.
tak ya? Okay. Sudah, kopi tekan brake bagus. Start balik. Okay. Alright, tekan brake.
Then we make the brake testing using a rear wheel.
Kan? Gagal. Okay? Itu je lah procedure. Okay, handbrake pula. Ni handbrake pula. Okay, start tau. Neutral kan. Handbrake tu turun dulu. Saya tekan Pusing kan. Okay, tarik handbrake. Tarik.
Finally, we use a handbrake to make a brake testing for rear wheel.
Dah. Alright, dah. Settle. Okay.
This is a result for this lab testing using Kia car.
Hi, for discussion, why must the brake force left hand and right hand have a difference of less than 30%? According to Postpacom regulation, the brake force between the left and right wheel must not differ by more than 30%. This is to make sure the vehicle can stop straight and safely. If one side breaks stronger than the others, the vehicle will pull to one side when braking and may cause loss of control or accident. Balanced brake force show the braking system is working properly. For second question, what happens if the adherence difference is more than 10%? If the adherent difference is more than 10%, it means one tire has better grip than the others. This can cause uneven braking or skidding when the brakes are applied. It may also show problems like uneven tire wear, suspension issue, or brake imbalance. The difference should be small to ensure the car stays stable during braking. And for the last question, discuss brake force result. Front axle brake result. The front left show 3130 Newton and the front right show 3530 Newton. The difference is 400 Newton, which is within the Puspakon limit, less than 30% difference. This means the front brakes are balanced and working properly. On the graph, both left and right curve increase smoothly and rise sharply at the same time, showing good brake response. Rear axle brake result. The rear left show 1900 Newton and the rear right show 2230 Newton. There is a difference of 330 Newton still within the acceptable limit. Rear brake shows slightly lower force compared to front, which is normal because most braking force is at the front. The graph shows stable reading with no sudden drop, indicating consistent braking. Parking brake result. Parking brake left equal to 560 Newton, right 750 Newton, still within limit. Thought the difference is slightly larger. The graph shown gradual force increase, indicating that the parking brake engage smoothly. The parking brake meets Puspakon requirement, more than 12% efficiency. Overall, all major brake force are above minimum limit and show balanced performance. Both graph and numerical result confirm the vehicle brake system is functioning properly. No sign of brake imbalance, sudden drop, or weak hydraulic pressure. The result meet Puspakon brake efficiency and imbalance standard, meaning the vehicle is safe and roadworthy. That's all.
For this lap 5 conclusion, the vehicle's brake system is verified to be safe, balanced and roadworthy based on the inspection results and Puspakon standards. The car can stop steadily and straight without pulling to either side as long as the left and right brake force difference stays well below the 30% limit. Additionally, by keeping these tiny variance problems like uneven braking, tire wear and loss of control are avoided. The finding of roller tests further confirm that there are no indication of imbalance or hydraulic issue and that all brake force match the necessary norms. Overall, the braking performance meets Puspakon standard, demonstrating that the car's braking system is effective and appropriate for safe driving.